DJ Sharp MC, live, back on the track, part 2. So, we're still putting together the beat, and we're going to put it together song mode style. That means using sequences to put the final arrangement. So, when I usually find like a beat or a sequence of beats that I like, then I go ahead and save that as my main working project, and then I go ahead and spin off, let's say the first sequence. So we'll call this one, let's say S1. And so it's the first sequence I'm spinning off, and I usually do it one of two ways. I either make the main beat first and then strip it down to get my intro and my breaks, or I get a pretty good sequence and then start building from there. So this time I think we'll start building from this little bit of a groove we got. So we're going to copy the main sequence over to this first sequence, do it. Now I'll do most of my across the song work on the main track, but since right now I'm just going to work on this first part, let's decide if it's going to be an intro or how we're going to do it. So this is what it sounds like right now.
Take you on a trip, way down to the underground. Take you on a trip, way down to the underground.
So let's take out some layers and see what we got. That makes a really good intro, just like that. So I'm going to save that for my intro. I'm now going to copy this sequence over to get the second part of how the song is going to start. So this is going to be S2. So imagine that first part was the first 4 bars. So now I'm on the second 4 bars. And do you want to start bringing in beats? So for example, let's say we wanted to bring in this part.
To the underground. Take you on a trip, way down to the underground.
So I think this will be one of the first times where I use my mute
to the underground. To the underground.
So I totally like the way that sounds. I think I'm going to completely roll with it. I'm going to copy it to my next sequence. And then this is where it gets tricky, because I'm starting to build a lot off of that first layer and even do custom like mute sequences. But anyway, so now we got the first part, we got the second part. This will be the third part. On this part,
to the underground.
now let's think about going to the drums.
To the underground. To the underground.
I think I do want to keep that underground piece in there. So
To the underground.
we'll keep this like this, and then we'll go ahead and copy this
To the
sequence
underground.
and figure out what goes after this. Okay, so now
To the underground.
for this sequence, I think I'm going to rearrange the vocals. So let's go back to my vocal track.
To the underground.
Let's go to erase, automation, all, mute, track mute. So now that vocal piece is clean, so I can
Take you on a trip. Take you on a trip.
so now I got that part.
take you on a trip.
So that's perfect as is. We're going to go ahead and get the next part of the sequence going. So when you're building a song, this is like the long way to do it, but now you can kind of hear that the arrangement and the structure will kind of flow. It'll kind of make sense. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do here is go back to my main vocal track and clear the mutes, and then pick a different vocal arrangement.
Take you on a trip. Way down to the underground.
So I think I'm gonna just go right here.
Way down to the underground.
I think I'm just gonna go like that.
Way down to the underground. Way down to the underground.
So that sounds pretty good for the first like arrangement before vocals and before any breaks. So now I'm gonna copy this same sequence to my next part of my song, and I'm gonna debate on just leaving it.
Way down to the underground.
I think I am on this part. We're gonna turn off the vocals entirely
Way down
and just have like a
to the underground.
quiet part. So we just have the beat playing, just a couple bars of the beat. Now we'll make a new sequence, and this will either be the drop or the break. So let's see what we could do here. We could either, let's start with the pad, because I think that'll be the most fun. So we're gonna copy the pad, copy track, and we'll call it pad 2. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to pad 1 and mute it, and I'm gonna think about changing up pad 2. That sounds pretty good right there. So I think we're just gonna go with that. Build the next part. So now, for the next part, so let's listen to 7 sounds like that. So for 8, we'll turn the drums off. So I thought I turned the drums off. Oh, let's try it this way. That sounds killer right there. I didn't know this video was going to be this long, so we'll just lay one more sequence and then we'll record it and possibly make another video or make a whole song out of it. But I think this is enough sequences. So now I want to do some kind of break. So maybe something like that. So let's see how it came out. I gotta figure out how to get rid of that part. Oh, I can get rid of it in the grid. There it is. Lucky it flashes. Okay, perfect. So for this, we need one more sequence because we can't keep it on that sequence when we build it out. We got to go to this piece, and this piece needs to be okay. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, so that's enough layers to actually go ahead and finish out this video with the song sequence. So we'll do the song sequence. We'll start inserting the tracks. So the first one will be, I think, S1. Then we'll just add like 10 more to make it fast. And this one will be 2. This one will be 3. Where's 3? Oh, I don't see 3. Okay, so I don't know what happened there. But we'll just go through and assign all these real quick. And it should come out pretty good just because I already made the sequences flow together. And then I'll show you the final process all the way through to audio file. Okay, so that's kind of weird. I don't see all my sequences, so let's go back. I'll only go to 10. Well, why did I think I went to 11 and 12? Nope, only to 10. Okay, so back to my song scenario. It only goes to 10. So delete. 1, 2, 3, delete. Delete. Okay, so the only thing at 1, 2, no 3. For some reason I thought I had a 3. Guess some people can't count. Anyway, so it looks like I didn't put a 3 on here, but let's go back to our project song. So 1, 2, so stop 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's see what it sounds like.
To the underground, take you on a trip. Way down to the underground.
Okay, so that's almost perfect. If I just put like 1 or 2 more sequences afterwards, it'll be a whole song. Peace.